Yes, indeed. We back with another podcast. My guest today is I am self-made. Peace, brother. How you doing?
Peace, peace. What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man,
Thanks for
God
having
is
me.
man. I appreciate you, brother. Thanks for jumping on with me.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I got a little bit of a lag, so bear with me. I'm not sure if it's coming out to the correct way on your end or whatever, but God
Okay.
is good, man. I'm just enjoying myself, man. The seasons are changing, so we're starting to get a little bit more light here in Chicago, and I'm loving
Okay.
that as well. So.
Right, right. It's cold out there, huh?
Yeah, man. Cold as a polar bear's booty hole. Yeah. Or cold as a polar bear's balls, I should say, something like that. Something on the outer side, the
Yeah.
outer layer, polar
Right.
bear's paws or something. But it's Chicago, man, and it's been like this for as long as it's been like this. So you
Yeah.
adjust to it. If you haven't gotten used to this weather after being here for 30, 40 years, it might be the way that you're dressing, or you probably should move.
Right. Right.
Overall, I don't like it, but it lets me understand the seasons and being that prepared and having readiness for different type of climates and different type of weather. Because a lot of people don't understand what it feels like to go from 60 degrees to -10.
Yeah, that's wild. That's a crazy shift. That's a crazy shift. You know what I mean? I'm out here in Cali, so I mean, they make it seem like it's sunshine. It rains, you know what I mean? But it ain't snowing like no Chicago. We ain't getting snow. We get snow in the mountains. If I want to drive
Up
two
north.
hours up, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Then I can go mess with the snow. But -10, even in the mountains up here, when it's snowing, it's not no -10. You know what
Nah,
I'm
y'all
saying?
ain't getting that what they call it in Green Bay, that frozen tundra. Y'all ain't getting nothing
Nah,
like that.
nah, we ain't getting that. That's
Yeah, man,
crazy. I can
slide through here sometime, man. Enjoy the weather here. Like,
imagine.
freeze your
Yeah,
balls off a few times. Enjoy a weekend here, 3 or 4 days here, man. Let me know how you feel about it.
I gotta come check it out, man. I gotta
For
come check it
sure,
out.
for
It's a
sure.
lot
Get
of
you
talented people out there, man.
absolutely,
That's for real.
absolutely. Either whether it be music or you just want to bring your girl here, man, and do a rooftop fireplace, with a dome over
Right?
you, or in an igloo or something like that. Come here and
Uh-huh.
enjoy the city, man. Tell me what you think of the shit because there are things to do here even when it is cold here during the winter, but. You do get all the seasons here, when you slide through the city like this and other
Right.
parts of the Midwest or on the East Coast. So it's definitely one of those things you got to take the good with the bad. And
Yeah.
while I would prefer to be somewhere 60 degrees or better,
Right.
I do
Yeah.
appreciate the seasons and being able to layer the clothes. It's just the thing that makes it more fucked up is the fact that it gets dark so soon. So you don't get that year round everything is still light outside at 8:30, 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? So you don't really
Yeah.
get all
Oh, it's
that.
like that all the time?
No, like so when the seasons change, you lose those hours in a day. It gets
Oh,
darker
right, right,
quicker.
right. Yeah,
So
yeah.
right around November, November 22nd or whatever it is, or mid-November, it starts getting dark around 4:30 here.
Right, right. Yep. That's
And
dinner
it
like out here.
Yeah, it's the same. I think it's the same everywhere.
Yeah.
So, yeah, yeah, yeah. So if it was still light outside, if you still had that light, more of us would still be outside doing things, but we aren't. We're either trying to get home
Right. Right, right.
or we
For
trying
real.
to get to the next hustle or job that we may have. So that's one of those things that you just have to deal with
Yep.
being here. So
You ever came out to Cali?
a few times, man, a few times, and I had to get myself together and go back out there and visit, man. I got a couple of homies that stay out there
Yeah.
in Cali, man. One of my main dudes we've been rocking and rolling for the last 26 years, maybe more. And
Oh,
I
okay.
gotta come out there and fuck with him because he always comes back home to the crib every year or two. And
Yeah.
and he always keep telling me that, like, you gotta been out this way, come out west. Everything will be laid out for you. You can do what you want to while you out here. You
Right,
enjoy
right.
yourself and have a good time. So
Yeah.
I definitely want to do that and see my dude and enjoy some of that sunshine. I definitely want to do it during the winter and then slide out there.
So you can see.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't it like our winter, like I said, you gonna be like, man, this shit ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Compared to
fine.
-10, you know what I mean? But
That's fine.
we get the rain, you know what I'm saying? We get them crazy rainstorms, you know what I mean? But man, that's about it. We get a lot of wind storms and rain when it's winter. You know what I mean?
My nigga, I'm cool with that. Just as long as I get to see what it's like, and see how people interact and everything and see if
Yeah,
there is a season change for you guys out there. Like I don't mind that, but that's my dude, you know what I mean? I known him for like half my life
yeah,
and we've been rocking and rolling for a long ass time, and I'm supportive of him and whatever what he has going on out there. I got on one of his hoodies right now, Architects of Mars, you know what I'm saying? So I always support what he's doing and him being in the fashion world and trying to make trying to gain his independence while he is out there. So, but
yeah,
he's originally from the west side of Chicago. That's my motherfucking guy. We like brothers. We've been rocking and rolling for a long ass time. I had his back. He's had my back through a lot of
yeah.
shit. So,
That's what's up, man.
love the support.
What part of Cali?
I think he's in. Was it Santa Clara?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bay Area.
yeah. Is that it? Is
Yeah,
that it?
yeah.
Yeah. Because he was like a few like was it a few minutes, 10 minutes, 10 miles or something like that, right outside of Cali, not Cali, right outside of LA or something like that. What's that
Oh,
area right there
right.
called?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he
Yeah.
on the coast.
Okay. Yeah, he was
It's
right out
hey,
there.
yeah, that's where the networks is at, man.
Yeah, that's what he was looking for.
Yeah, that's where
Yeah,
it's at.
for sure. For sure. He said he wanted to be where he could move inside and out and then like get into the downtown areas or wherever it is he needs to be to
Yeah.
do his fashion thing, but also be around everybody so he could do his videography and photography and everything else, because that's what he does on the
Right,
independent side. He's
right.
that's something that he's really big on. It's one of the things that he went to school for. So
Okay. Yeah, that's really where our music scene is, you know what I mean? Like you said, fashion, like everything is LA bound, you know what I mean? If you trying to really, really go up, you damn near gotta move to LA because that's where the networks is at. I got a partner, Casey Khalil, shout out my boy. He was in SAC, ended up getting signed to Deshaun Jackson's label when he was rapping as a producer.
okay,
And he had once he moved to LA, man, like his whole career shot. You know what I mean? Like Sacramento, where I'm at, it's cool, but man, it'd be a lot of haters and shit. You know, like people that don't want to see you win, and because they feel like they know you, you know what I
mm-hmm,
mean? Like they not gonna really support you uh like somebody that don't know you. You know
yeah,
what I mean? And
yeah,
that's the problem. You know what I mean? I would say when it comes to being out here in SAC versus you know what I mean. Like LA is like everybody out there trying to network. You know what I mean? Like everybody gonna try to support you because depending on what you got going on, it's gonna benefit them. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
likewise type
yeah.
situations. So, but
Don't
yeah,
let
man.
that don't let that shit get you down though, man, because everybody
Right,
think
right,
the
right.
rise of fame is they think it happens so fast and they think that it happens all at one time, but that comes from 10, 11, 15, 20 years of grinding, and then
Yeah,
one day somebody just taps a button and they're able to just help you, and then the lane opens up for you to do a lot of different things, you know what I mean? So never
yeah,
stop your grind, man. Always stay on your grind,
yeah,
know your goals, know what your dreams are, and know what you're striving for, and always move with purpose and intention. That's the only thing I can tell you, bro. And
yeah,
stay the fuck away from people who are not progressive and are shitty people. They have nothing going on, bro. That's the only
yeah.
thing I can tell you. Do not
No, that's
surround
real.
yourself with dumbass people and people that ain't going nowhere.
That's real.
Stay
That's
away
real.
from motherfuckers like that. That's the only thing I can tell you, bro. Stay in the lane where people are being progressive and they are really out here striving to do shit. Because if you get out here, and you start fucking with these fuck offs, you'll be
It's
sitting around
over.
looking like them, bro.
Yeah, exactly. You are the company you keep type. You know what I mean?
There it
Like
is. Say it one more time.
you are the company you keep. That's real.
Yep.
You know, people around you grinding and it's going to kind of like in a sense force you to start like you know what I mean? Like if that's where you at, it's like man, that's the frequency we in. We got to grind. That's what we on. You know what I
Because it
mean?
becomes a motivator for you, right?
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
if you're not motivated by some of the people that are around you, you're in the wrong fucking circle.
Man, for reals.
If
For
you if
real.
you look up and everybody around you ain't doing nothing, you're in the wrong fucking circle. If the only thing
Yep.
that person can do for you is is the same shit that you've been doing for the past 10, 15 years,
You gotta go. You gotta cut. You gotta
Simple as
cut.
that. Simple as that, my nigga. So let's start it off, man. Tell everybody where you
Yeah.
from. Yeah, yeah.
I'm from Sacramento, California, man. Born and raised, you know what I mean? Only child. I got a sister. We got, different moms, same dad, you know what I'm saying? But it was really just me, you know what I mean? Growing up. Pops, Pops played in the band. That's kind of where like all my musical, you know what I mean, inspiration kind of came from as a child, you know
For
what I mean?
sure. For sure. For
Uh,
sure.
so I done seen that just growing up. He done played in a lot of different bands, and um, so yeah, man, that was a big thing for me just growing up, seeing that, you know what I mean? And it kind of got me into it. My auntie bought me my first drum set at 2 years
Mm.
old. You know what I'm saying? I don't remember it, but that's what everybody telling me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
Okay.
ever since then, man, like that's just kind of been the move. You know what I mean? Played band throughout high school, middle school. Played saxophone. I done kind of went all over the place and then landed on the production side of, you know what I mean,
Fire.
music.
Fire. I
So
like that, bro. I like that. I like
yeah,
that. Yeah, so how many instruments are you able to play?
shit. Now, man, in
Mm.
middle school, like I said, I played saxophone. You know what I'm saying? Was able to read the music. It's like if you don't use it, you lose it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And I ain't
Yeah.
been I ain't been reading no music or playing saxophone. The drums would probably be the only thing. You know what I'm saying? I could get on right now and still do. I was in
Gotcha.
the drum line. I was in the drum line for like 5, 6 years throughout high school and a little bit out of high school. Um, And like I said, my boy, we was both in high school at the same time. He was producing, and so me seeing that aspect of, different like it was real similar to the drums. You know what I mean? Like how you put your patterns down and how you orchestrate in your progressions and all that type
Mm-hmm.
of stuff was real similar.
Okay.
So that's kind of like what sparked me into getting into the producing aspect of it.
Okay, for sure, for sure. So you watching Pops giving you game. Did you ever play in a band with Pops, or were you just able to just watch and see him do his thing?
Yeah, I just watched and seen him do his thing, you know. Um, and I think that's kind of like just now too, like with me being older.
Mm.
Because when I first started doing music, let me just say, like, I was, I was caught in the same shit of like the industry sound. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
I wasn't talking. Like I started rapping at a certain point, and I'm talking about money, girls, drugs, like all the bullshit. From my perspective, and that old school like soul, neo soul music. That's what I grew up on. That's what my dad was playing. Jill Scott, Erica
Gotcha.
Badu, Gap Band,
Gotcha.
Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like you know what I'm saying? And so kind of like swinging away from that in a sense and getting on that. And I kind of came through like a little awakening to
Mm-hmm.
where it was like, I don't want to push that on the people because, it was, I had a cool amount of following when I was actually rapping. Being that
Okay.
too, like I said, I had certain people around me that, had a certain type of pull. And once I came into my awakening, I was just like, man, I can't keep talking about this same stuff because now I'm influencing the people around me. I'm influencing the children. I'm influencing a lot of different people. I got to
That's a
switch this
fact.
up.
Yeah.
And so when I came into that, I took a little break. When I came back, I was talking about a little bit more aware type stuff, conscious rap, you could say, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Spiritual rap, you could say. But I was always producing, you know what I mean? Like that was the first love before rapping. And like now it's almost like I'm transitioning back into that neo soul type of vibe over the industry type of sound. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Um, so yeah, that's really where the inspiration from my dad came from. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That old school sound. And I'm just kind of finding a way to incorporate that with my own sound. You know what I mean? Which is, I don't know, it's weird. It's like I don't really have I can't really categorize my sound. You know what I
Mm.
mean? Like it's hard. It got a lot of different, aspects to it, a lot
Yeah.
of different
Layers.
inspiration. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. So, but I would consider it on some neo soul, R&B, hip hop, electronic kind of, style
Yeah.
type music.
Yeah. So outside of your pop, who would be your other earlier influences from music?
Man, um, when you say earlier, um, so we got a lot of artists out here, just in the Bay Area.
Okay.
But see, that was more on like the rapping side for me personally. Like me
It
right
don't matter
now,
where it come from. It don't matter where it come from, bro. It don't matter if it's
right,
hip hop. It don't matter if it's R&B, orchestra, symphony. It don't matter where it
right.
came from. What was
Well,
your
like so
earlier
in the beginning,
influences?
it was like that, the norm Lex Luger, Zaytoven
Okay.
type of style.
Yeah.
Um, Now I would say it's way more, I'm not sure if you're familiar with some of these cats like Evil Needle, Mad Keys,
Yes. Yes, I
you
know
know,
about Evil Needle. Yeah.
Evil Needle,
Dope.
yeah, dope,
Yeah. Tall
Mad
black
Keys,
guy.
yeah, tall black guy, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Kalen Ellis,
Yeah.
um,
Snarky puppy.
Yep, exactly. Like all those
Mm-hmm.
types of cats, Kanye music, it's a lot of talented
Danye
producers.
is dope. Yep.
Yep. So
Yep.
like a lot of those cats, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially now, is like those are the ones, you know what I mean? Like I'm seeing, I'm like, okay, yeah, they got that sound, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um
Mm-hmm.
Child, like it's a lot. Chromanichi, um, it's so many dope artists, man.
Little
And
Dragon. You ever listen to Little Dragon?
nah, I ain't heard of Little Dragon. I'm
Mark
gonna
that
have
one down. Mark that one down for yourself, brother. You
yeah.
might like Little Dragon. You know
Okay.
that it's a band and the young lady who sings in the band. I'm not gonna tell you who she is, but you're gonna look her up and you're gonna go get the fuck out of here. But
Right, right,
you're gonna
right, right.
enjoy it. You're gonna
Yeah,
enjoy the music because the music is dope. You understand what I mean?
yeah.
Saying
Okay.
you definitely gonna like what you're hearing. You understand
Yeah,
me for
yeah.
sure.
Okay. I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check them out. You heard of
Absolutely.
what's his name? Mono Neon? Yeah,
Mo-
bass player.
yes, sir. The dude that be with the crazy colors on, and
Yeah,
he
yeah,
be killing the
yeah.
guitar.
He play the bass upside down
Yeah,
and shit like
yeah,
crazy.
he's
You know what I
fire.
mean?
He's fire.
Yeah,
Having his grandma sing or something like that on some of his
yep,
videos. Yeah, he's
yep,
fire. Fire.
yep,
I fuck with dude. Hell yeah.
yep.
Him
So
and
yeah,
what's my
man,
man?
all
Was it
those cats,
Thundercat?
man. Yeah. All them cats, man, like those have been, you know what I mean, some big inspirations for me, just, on this producing aspect.
Yeah, yeah. I love music, man. Music is one of those things like sports where
Life.
it brings us together. It sews everybody together because there's a
Yeah.
song out there that all of us relate to, right?
Yeah.
And we haven't met it and we don't know what it is, but it brings us together because of the emotion of the song, the tone
Hmm.
of the song, what the song is about, or the instrumentation on the song. It all speaks to us and it brings us together. And it makes us feel good. It makes us feel bad. It
Yeah.
excites us. It turns us on. It makes us feel
Right.
erotic. There are many songs. There's a myriad of songs that do different things for us, and it makes us go through a plethora of emotions, and it evokes certain emotions when we hear it, and that's a beautiful thing to be able to create and be in a room, a house, a club, a
Yeah.
stadium,
Yeah.
an event, and you go through those emotions and you feel them and you look around and you see other people feeling that. It's just like when you hear house music. I don't know if you know about house music. When
Yeah.
people get involved in a house music does a certain thing for everybody. So when they're
That's a
listening
fact.
to it, it invokes a certain emotion and it takes people to a certain space in their life currently, but they revisit something from years
Right.
ago, from their past, from their history. So music is so dope that you can it heals and it brings people together, man. It's one of those things that I just always enjoy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for real. I like to say it transcends,
It
it
does.
transcends a lot of the whole physical aspect, you know what I'm saying, of reality, man. Like you could hear a song, like you said, and it'll pull a memory from your childhood. You know what I mean? Like
That's a fact.
something that for a song to do that, it gotta be some deep, you know what I mean? Like that's why I say music is really life, like there's
That's a
so
fact.
many correlations with music and just actual living day-to-day life, you know what I mean?
That's a fact.
And that's the beautiful thing about it. That's why I like to produce, because like sometimes this is my preference. Sometimes like lyrics can take away from the sound. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
you can damn near like if you just listening to a beat, you can damn near just you can create a whole thing in your mind just off of listening to it. Like besides the words, you know what I mean? Like the
Yes, sir.
words try to take you somewhere because you're actually listening to what they saying. But like when you remove that, now it's like you're free to wonder with the sounds that you listening to. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? And that's really been the dopest aspect of what I've been learning when it comes to just production. I think that's why I gravitated to it so much, is just because it's like you can when especially like creating it, man, like you can go to so many different places off of just one
Absolutely.
beat, off of one
Absolutely.
production. You know what I mean?
That's why DJs are so dope at what they do because
Yeah,
they have the power to be able to watch the crowd, watch the
yeah,
mood of the crowd, and know that, hey, this music is either doing them good
yep,
or a fight may break out or I'm losing the crowd. Like they have to pay attention to that and
that's
and
a
know
fact.
what they're doing.
Yeah,
But for not just the DJs, for you as a beat maker or a producer, you
yep,
have the ability to go into the studio and create music that again evoke or invokes a certain emotion, bro.
yep,
Like, you can do that. You can give out highs, you can give out lows. And if you
yep.
look at the music that has always been put out by black artists or whatever you want to call it, the music that we put out, the jazz, the blues,
Oh
everything
yeah,
else, it has invoked so many different emotions, you know. And
yeah,
even with other artists taking it and calling it bluegrass or techno or emo
yeah,
music, it's the
yeah,
same music. You all
yep,
just did something different to it, and it evokes, it calls on a certain type of emotion, but we're all dealing with those emotions and we're just dealing with them differently.
yeah. That's a
You
fact.
know, when I was growing up, they called it instrumentals. Now you got these guys calling it lo-fi music.
Right, 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 right. Okay. Yep. I was still with the instrumentals. You know what I
It
mean? But
was
I
instrumentals.
get the lo-fi.
I
You
fuck
know
with
what I
the
mean?
lo-fi. Of course
Yeah,
I do. You know, but now it's just a different way of hearing the music and listening to it. And you go, yo, when I was growing up, the guys would just put out, they would take the CD that they made of the beats and they would just put it out with just the beats and take all the rappers off, and we just listen to the instrumentals and write to them and everything and ride around with them for hours all day before we
yep,
wrote our rhymes and everything. So it's so
yeah.
many different ways to do it, bro. That's why I'm so appreciative of music. Like when they say universe, that one song that we all can sing, you know, like you can
Yep.
actually do that.
Yep. Yeah.
Producers, beat makers, you all always have the ability to make music for everybody.
That's a
It's
fact.
yeah, it's in you. It's
Especially
in
if
you all to
that's,
do it.
that's where you at with it too.
Hmm.
Man, you could do man. It be certain songs like they like my lady, she's like, "Oh, I can't work out to these types of songs," or I'm like, "Man, if I'm feeling it, I can do whatever to it." You know what I'm saying? Like I could drive to certain songs, I could work out to certain songs, I could do literally whatever if I'm feeling it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah,
it's just like I said, it just transcends a lot of just regular reality for reals.
it
Uh,
does. It
it
does.
changed my life. You know what I mean? Just in when it comes to thinking back, to my childhood and just how much music has been an influence on my
Hmm.
life all the way till now. You know what I mean? Like that's how I
Yeah,
know is probably the most powerful thing. Like, and then you see why they turn around and weaponize it at the same time because they know they could utilize it to bring out the bad, to bring out the negative in a
that's
lot
a
of
fact.
situations. You know what I mean? And I think that's why, like for me, I put out the type of vibes that's like uplifting. At least I like to think so. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm. 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 For sure. For sure. All right. So you doing music, you getting into it, you getting comfortable, you loving it. Were you the guy that rapped first or the guy that wanted to be the producer first?
So Um, I was the guy making the beats first.
Hmm.
Um, like I said, my boy Casey Khalil, he's right now he's signed to All Money In, which is Nipsey Hussle's record label, as the only producer, pretty much.
Okay.
So me and him started off making beats. He had a lab with a booth and a mic and all the whole nine.
Mm-hmm.
And I jumped in the booth one day. This is like I said, I was making beats first. I jumped in the booth, created a hook or something. He's like, "Hey, yo, like you kind of nice with it. Like maybe you should, maybe you should start trying to rap." So
Yeah.
that's where like me actually rapping really started,
Okay.
you know.
Okay.
But that I can't say that that was the first like my first love, you know what I mean? Like it was always the beats. Even just going back to the band when I was in the drum line, like it was all about like we making slaps in the drum line, like you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? We
Mm-hmm.
going to the football games trying to knock stuff off, you know? So um that's really where it came from. Once I started rapping, it was cool. I went so far, I made a lot of different connections, you know what I mean? But it's like now I don't have the same drive for it. You know what I mean? Like I do when it comes to production. It's like the production's coming back in a sense. Like, yeah, this is
Okay.
where you really was at with it, you know?
Okay. So when you say you don't have the same drive for it, you lost it, and you trying to like find that inspiration back.
I don't have the same drive for the rapping.
Okay, for
Um,
the rapping part of all right, all right.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
The drive for production has always been there,
Okay.
because like I said, the stuff that I was rapping on, I was producing.
Okay.
So I've been producing,
And the entire
since high
time.
school. Yeah, the entire time.
So for you,
Um,
it's just like, all right, I'm just gonna slide back in the cut and just do the producing and beat making.
exactly.
That's where the feel good is for you.
Exactly, exactly. And it's like it's easy, like it's easier to do that like versus sitting there trying to come up with rhymes and schemes and you know what I mean?
Hooks
Like
and
it was just
everything
seeming like I
and build
was
it all.
yeah, yeah, exactly. Like I could do it easier with the production.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're going through the motions, loving it, not loving it. I'm gonna step away from rap and I'm gonna focus strictly on the production side.
Yeah.
Boom. Name me right now, currently, the 5 artists that you would like to work with.
Mm.
All time, they could be dead or alive.
um Man, there's so many, bro. It's so many. Dr. Dre for the production have to be.
We talking about rapping. I'm gonna get to that.
Oh,
Don't jump
rapping?
ahead. Just on the rap side.
Oh, on the
Just
rap
rapping.
side, uh, with the style, man, you got to go with like an original Tupac. But like if I want to get like more new school, um,
It
there's
don't
some
matter.
dope
You
artists,
get
man.
5. You got 5, brother. 5. Of the best.
JID.
Don't matter who it is.
Uh,
Your decision.
what's I'm drawing a blank on his name. Uh, JID, Smino. Um,
Okay.
damn, I can't think of cat name. He just dropped an album too. Um,
You
the
said
crazy.
JID already.
Yeah, JID.
Said just dropped that album.
Smino. Who else do I listen to? I don't really listen to like at least lately. I haven't
You
really
talking
been
about Tyler
listening
the
to.
Creator?
Nah, not Tyler. Dark
Okay.
skinned cat, man. Hold on. I gotta
Look him up if you need to
he
now,
got
my
that
guy.
song called Mop. Um, Let me see. Hold on. La Russell,
La Russell.
Rex Life, Raj.
La Russell's fire.
La Russell's fire. Um, where you at, man? Hold on, let me see. Oh, see, King Los, he go crazy.
Oh, you like King Los? You fuck with King Los? Okay.
Yeah. Mick Jenkins, there we go.
Me Jenkins, I don't think I heard of buddy.
You ain't heard of Mick Jenkins?
No, that don't sound
Yeah,
familiar, man.
you gotta tap in with Mick Jenkins.
Yeah, send me that. Send me that
He nice, he nice.
in a
Yeah, I
message.
say
Yeah.
those. Mick Jenkins, JID, Smino, What was I said? Tupac, fucking, man, it's a lot of artists. La Russell, that'd be my five.
Okay, for sure. Now, when you
Like,
doing your music, do you who do you think you're a good mixture of when it comes to creating your own music, or do you think yours is more original?
um, next year, I don't know. It's a lot of aspects maybe that I have
Okay,
uh, in my production, but it's not like that's all it could be. It's just it might be a certain aspect, like, oh, that kind of, that's giving me Moonchild vibes, or
okay, okay.
that's giving me some Mad Keys type vibes. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But I it's hard to kind of categorize it. I didn't talk to a lot of different people. Somebody said one of the tracks sounds like a lo-fi G funk, and I was like,
Mm,
damn, okay, lo-fi G funk, like,
that's
so it's
different.
almost like I gotta kind of intertwine, multiple genres of music, because it comes from a lot of different genres of music. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah.
So it's kind of hard to like put actually thumb it. I like to say though, it's an original sound for sure.
Have you heard of an artist named RJD2?
Nah, like raps.
Producer, beat maker. Check him out.
Nah,
Nah, check buddy out. Yeah. I'm just giving you a couple of guys, you know what I mean, that you might like, that you might mess around with, and you hear it, you go, yo, that they're fire.
right.
They're fire. So
Okay.
boom,
Check them out.
you growing up in Cali, progressing through life, you
Yeah.
decide to do your music thing. At any point in there is a church background. Like, did you grow up in a church? Did you grow up in a choir or anything like that? No?
No, no. Like I went to church, you know what I mean? Like my parents weren't big on church. We would go for the big, the Easters and the Christmas, but like every Sunday, Bible study, all that. Nah, we weren't doing that.
You're one of the few people who will tell me that they didn't go to church. You know, that they didn't go up in a church. They didn't come from a church home. They
Yeah,
rarely visited the church unless there was like a major gathering or something like that. Like most people out here, they grew up in a church. You know, the church was a
yeah,
big part of their upbringing and everything like that. You're one of the few people who said that as a black man, as an
yeah.
African, or however you see yourself. So that's different for me. It's not weird. It's not complex.
Hmm.
It's just different to hear.
Yeah. Nah, I get it. Most of my family, so my mom, she got 10 brothers and sisters born in a
Mm,
small town called Hanford. Most of her brothers and sisters like grew up in the church, but my
okay.
mom left the town. Like I said, it's a small town. Uh, my mom left the town at a young age and kind of got introduced to a lot of different things. She traveled,
Mm-hmm.
kind of, broadened her horizon. So having me, I don't think that was like a big staple for her. You know what I mean? And the
Okay.
same with my dad. You know what I mean? Um, so I'm around it. You know what I mean? But I was never attached to it, or
Yeah.
drawn to it in that way.
For sure, for sure. It's just different to hear it, man. But I think it's still dope because it means that there's a different layer or layers to your story that I'm not
Yeah,
aware of, and I get to hear you talk about it and talk about how things went on for you. All right,
yeah. I
that's
mean, to
all.
be honest, some of these artists that I see that did grow up in the church and they know how to play the keyboard a certain way. I'm like, man, maybe I should have went.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
some
saying?
of some
Because
of them be real good, some of them be trash.
yeah, true that,
You
true
know,
that, true that.
and as I said, I don't knock nobody for doing what they do, but
Yeah,
what's real is what's real and what's not. We bypass and we don't give it any love. We don't shed any light on it. So
yeah,
um, it's just dope, man. I just think that music is just so awesome to know that so many people can do the same thing, but just create a different vibe and feel when they're doing it. And it's just like, yo, I relate to that song. or that
Yeah,
instrumental, man, that instrumental takes me back to a certain period of time, or that one over there lifts me up. You know what I mean? And it's crazy
yeah,
how, again, you can invoke certain emotions through the music and everything.
right. Yeah, so I got a son, man. He's
Okay.
5 years old, and just him seeing, me in the lab producing and
Mm.
doing all of this stuff with the music. I'm seeing that spark, like he wanted to be on the keyboard, he wanted to play, he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to like try to figure it out.
Yeah.
So it's dope to kind of see that from my perspective, knowing like it was damn near the same thing with my pops. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
So to see where he goes with it, how he takes it and transforms it for himself, that's gonna be a dope thing to see for reals. So I'm glad I'm able to be that for him. You know what I mean?
For sure. For sure. Would you like to get your dad on the track and do some music with him?
All right, so look,
Uh-oh.
uh,
I ain't hit a nerve, did I?
look. So when you hit me and came up with the date for today, the
Mm-hmm.
26th, before you hit me, I already had a project dropping today.
Okay.
So
Okay.
fruit don't fall far from the tree. Drop today, and
Mm.
it's a project with me and my dad. My dad's playing the bass, and I'm doing the rest of the production. So yeah, a little plug for that. You know what I mean? Me and Pops did knock some stuff out. Even when I was rapping on the conscious tip, me and him did a couple of tracks. I did wrote a song to it, did a video, the whole nine.
Yeah.
So we've been working together. You know what I mean? But this is our first project, like just straight beats.
Yeah.
Uh, that
Yeah.
that we put out, and that came out today, man. So
That's dope.
that's crazy. You said that. Yeah,
That's dope.
yeah,
That's dope. So
yeah,
I'll be trying to put this out as soon as possible, and and when I get a
yeah,
chance
yeah.
to, because I work, so I don't have I'm not at home all day. If I was, bro, I'd be chopping up a million clips all day, every
Right.
day.
I
Putting them
feel
out
you.
all the time. You understand what I'm saying? But I
Yeah.
work, and then I come home and I do this podcast and I do the sports and everything like that. So,
Right.
um,
Right.
but when I'm done working, usually I just want to come home, flick on the TV. Uh, Heat up some food, sit here and
Right.
chill out, right?
Yeah.
I'm done.
I feel
That's
you.
every man out there, right?
Yeah.
Unless you
I'm
got
on the
another
same
hustle or
page.
two hustles to get to, you just trying
Yeah.
to get home and do your regular one and two, right? So,
Yep. Yep.
but with this one, man, definitely if I get the time to just like chop it up, I would definitely do that. So speak on that project again. What's the name of it?
The name of it is Fruit Don't Fall Far from the Tree. It's me and my dad. It's out on all platforms. You know what I mean. You can go find it. I just dropped a reel with me and my dad, kind of giving him a visual. You know what I mean. My dad's
Mm-hmm.
on the bass. I'm playing. Um, yeah, man. It was dope to kind of put it together and work on it from a different perspective. I guess you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Like like my dad. Like I said, my dad. He's at the point now where because he's been in bands, Isley Brothers tribute band. He's been in a lot of
Mm.
different bands. Now he's like, I'm cool. Like I don't even want to do it no more. He's been kind of stepped back from playing like that.
Wow.
And a lot of the stuff that I produce or certain things that I might make, I can hear him on it. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
so I was like, "Hey, yo, what's up? Like, you trying to do a tape, a little BEP? It ain't got to be nothing crazy."
Yeah.
And at first, he was kind of like, I don't know, But I sent him a certain track, and I think that's kind of like what inspired him to like, you know what? Okay, let's do it. And then after
Yeah.
about the third track, I could tell he was excited about it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man, it
I
was a
think
dope.
that's dope to see a father and son team up and put out music, man. I think that's
Yeah,
so dope because it's generations of life ahead and generations of life to come, and they're
exactly.
meeting up and they're building a bridge to put out music, and I think that's serious. I think that's something
Yeah,
dope, and I'm proud of you guys for being able to do that. That's
yeah, I
very
appreciate
dope.
that. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
You
Man,
know,
for everybody out there, fruit don't fall too far from the tree.
fruit don't fall far from the tree.
Fruit don't fall far from the tree. Make sure y'all jump on every streaming platform available. Get out there, buy it, download it, share it, spread the word. Give your
Love, bro. Appreciate
feedback. Give your feedback on whatever it is, and make sure that y'all celebrate and support that, man. We need to be able to support all our artists, especially something like that where a father and son collaborate. Will there be other collaborations in the future for you guys?
it. Man, I mean, I'm not gonna say no, you know what I mean? This is just the beginning. I mean, even me like dropping the production on my Instagram and on my
Yeah,
Facebook, like this is something new for me, you know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
just started doing this beginning of January, you know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like I have beats, they all in the vault, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, that was the thing, bro. I was like, I had to figure out like, am I just gonna keep making beats and just having them sit on my computer? You know what I'm saying? Like, what am I doing with it? If I'm not gonna rap on it and I'm not gonna like, what could I do? You know what I mean? So it was like I had to kind of reinvent a way to
Mm-hmm.
put it out. You
There
know what
you
I
go.
mean?
There you
And
go.
so I got me a camera. I started shooting, me pretty much putting the beat together and playing it, you know what I mean? And I put it out and I seen the reaction I got just from the people, the support, the love. And I'm like, man, okay, like I guess I could really just, I can do this and just see what comes from it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And man, like the love and support I've been getting, bro, is it's been crazy. You know what I mean? So that's been like the people been my inspiration to keep going for reals.
Yeah. For sure. Let me say this as well, though, because one of the producers that I work with, one of the beat makers that I work with, his name is Agent Smith 78. So if you need
Mm,
some inspiration, you might want to like listen to the things that he do on Instagram or his Bandcamp page, right?
okay.
Or even
Okay.
reach out to him because he may be able to put you on some game
Yeah.
and get
You
you into
said
like the
Agent Seven?
Agent Smith 78. Agent Smith 78. You know what I mean? So just like Agent Smith and then
Yeah.
7, 8. So, he does a lot of different things for like beat academies and things like that.
Oh
He's
God,
heavy
my
into
God.
he's heavy into production, everything like that. So, for him, it's not about the followers. It's not about fame.
Right.
If it was fortune, if he was to get rich off of doing what he does, and that would be perfect for him. He would love that. But for him, it's about being good at his craft and continuing to chisel his craft. And at the same time, when I leave this earth, I want to leave this earth with my vessel empty. I don't want to leave nothing in it. So when I leave
Yeah.
here, there's nothing left for me. You know what I mean? I can say I did everything I was supposed to. Whether I did it with you, self-made, whether I did it with Brother O, whether I did it with 606, whether I did it with Old Grumpy Man, Wide
Mm,
Body Soul, the different DJs and people that he knows. Like it
yeah.
doesn't matter who it is, as long as he emptied out everything that he had and he gave it to the world. So dude is a dope producer, man. I love him. I respect him, man. He'll always be number one on my list. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I just
I
threw him
wrote
a
with a
follow
small
right
group of
now.
people. Yeah, I wrote with a small group of people as far as production. He'll send
Okay.
me beats that I like or don't like.
Yeah.
If I have to chase him down and go through his trash can on his computer, because
Right. Right.
y'all be having shits in there that y'all don't like people to see.
Yeah.
You
For
know what I
real.
mean? And he's one of those guys, like he's like, oh no, here go my trash folder right here. And everything you need to be in the trash folder. Like that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah.
So like I have to check up on that guy, but because of the way things have been for the last couple of years, him moving, um, life just being life, COVID and everything else, everybody wanted to be safe, but everybody wanted to
Yeah.
be off to themselves. So it's just one of those situations where we're not around each other as much. But he's dope, man. I work with some really dope guys, man. So uh, make sure you get in tune with him and pay attention to some of the stuff that he is posting because if you need like not just motivation, but if you want to test your skills, he does mess with like a beat academy and things like that. Like there's a lot of things that
Okay.
he'll be messing with
Yeah.
um, to keep him sharp. So you might want to look into that if it just to keep yourself busy and everything. So and
Yeah. Yeah.
606
Yeah.
is the other guy. That's a part of the crew that I run with. So those
Okay.
two dudes had two totally different styles of beat making or production, and you will
Mm.
definitely be able to tell once you start listening to both of them for sure.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. I'm gonna definitely check him out. I just gave him a follow.
Yeah.
You said something though that was spot on as far as like for me as well. Like I'm not doing what I'm doing to get famous or to get followers or none of that. You know what I mean? Like
Mm-mm.
it's strictly a vibe thing for me, man. Like if I don't know how my production may help somebody. You know what I mean? Just off of strictly listening to it. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
for me, that is more important than trying to get anywhere. You know what I mean? Like if I was gonna try to get anywhere, it would have been with the rapping while I had my boy already. You know what I'm saying? Like I would
Yeah.
have already tried to take off a certain different way. You know, now,
Yeah.
like I said, it's not about that for me. Like it's just about putting out good vibes. You know what I mean?
That's
Good
all it is.
energy, good music. You know what I mean? And the ones that gravitate towards it, gravitate towards it. The ones that don't, they don't. You know what I mean? Like you said, if something pops off and Mad Keys or Kalen hits me and they like, hey yo, we trying to do something cool. Like, I'm definitely down to work. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
But at the end of the day, like as far as the goal being, I'm trying to get to a million followers and be performing at the stadium. It's like I'm just putting out what's inside for
Right.
reals.
I'm just doing the music that I love to do, and those who find it, it's supposed to find them, and for those that
Yep.
don't, it ain't for them.
Yep.
Even with me doing and I'll say this, bro, just so you know, we all are doing what we're supposed to do. I do my podcast. I don't be on here looking for a million followers and caring about that shit. If it
Yeah.
happened, it happened. Out of the
Right.
million followers, I need 50,000 of y'all. If I put out a t-shirt or a sweater, I just need 50,000 out of that million to just buy a
Right.
t-shirt. That's
Right.
it. That's it.
Yeah.
I don't care about the fame. I care about
Yeah.
being able to support myself so I can give you even more content on a higher level. That's all I
Yeah.
care about, and being able to show you all my appreciation, because those that do support, those are the ones you have to reward. They get exclusive, you know what I mean, exclusive
Yeah.
looks at certain things and everything like that. So once that takes place, then we'll be there. But if that's not happening, it's just a matter of just putting out the best content that you can while you're
Yeah.
here, bro. Like I said, empty the vessel out. Leave
Yeah.
empty. Don't leave
Yeah.
anything else on this earth, man. I'm a
Exactly.
firm believer in when you leave here, the great I am, the great supreme architect will ask you, man, did you do everything that you were supposed to do?
Hmm.
And
Right.
when you get asked that question, you say, yeah, I did. And they bring them scales out and they say, all right, weigh yourself.
Uh-huh.
You understand me? Like I want to be that
Yeah.
guy that
You
said,
leave
hey,
everything, you put it all out there, you leaving stuff on the table. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I want to
real
be
talk.
that guy, like, yo, you did a lot of bad shit. And right
Yeah.
here, you had this period of time for about 5 to 7 years where you really messed up, bro. And you did a
Uh-huh.
lot of harm. But you got this
Hmm.
other period for a long time where you kind of balanced everything out and you helped a lot of people and you support a lot of people and you believed in a lot of people. And you didn't just believe in people, you knew that they were good at what they were doing and you made sure that they were a success because you put them in positions that they couldn't even put themselves in.
Man, yeah, that's what it's about, man. Being selfless with it, helping the next person. You know what I mean?
You
It's
right.
all it's all gonna it's all like it's all gonna come back to you. You know what I mean? Like what you put out is what you get back. So yeah, man, that's real. That
Yes,
definitely is real. That's the
yes,
reason
sir.
why I started putting out stuff because I'm like, man, I'm not finna just sit on it. It's like
Bro, don't.
eating me
Don't.
alive on the inside of like I got all this stuff that. And two at the same
No, no,
time, it's
no.
like you get that confirmation. Like you like, man, I think it's dope, but will the next person think it's dope? I don't know if I don't never put it out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like I said, this shit is it's healing me. My own music is healing me. That's why I'm
Yeah,
creating it. It's coming
yeah.
out of me, but at the same time, it's like it's a version that's, you know, healing in the same sense. So it's like maybe that can do the same thing to somebody else. You know what I mean?
For all artists, for all rappers, for all singers, for all poets, for all jazz musicians, for all blues musicians. Your crowd will find you eventually. And
Yeah,
one thing that we got to know is that maybe they may not find us while we are alive. Maybe they find us in our death.
yeah.
Maybe
But
that's
if
maybe
it's
the dopest part of it. Like once I'm gone, my legacy
yeah,
lives on through the music or through your
man, that
music
part.
or through the podcast or through my music or whatever it is that I leave behind. all these
That's a
different
fact.
avenues and mediums that I left behind. It lives on and it
That's a
radiates and
fact.
it resonates and it touches so many people and they heal or they're inspired from it. And
That's a fact.
that's the best part of it. I don't have
Yeah,
to, I'm not here, and I want to be very clear so people have an understanding. What we do want to impress people, but we're really here to impress ourselves and do better than what we've already done. So I'm
exactly.
not really here to impress you. I'm really here to just leave my message behind. And if you don't understand my message, the message isn't for you.
That's
So
a fact.
fuck you.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Fuck you in the process of me putting this shit out and you don't appreciate it or you don't understand it. It's not
Yeah,
meant for you to understand.
that's a fact.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do, and it has nothing to do with you at all. And that's the
Nope.
best part. So
Yep.
whether it's one viewer or two viewers, I could care less. But I'm gonna
It
get
ain't
where I'm
about that.
going. I'm gonna get where I'm
Yeah.
going from here.
Yeah. That's real, man. That's what it's about in all of life. You know what I'm saying? Even outside the music, you know what I mean? It's like at the end of the day, I gotta do what I gotta do for me. You
Yes,
know what
bro,
I
you're
mean?
not living for anybody. You're living for yourself, for your kids, for your girl, your wife, whoever she is. You're living for your cousins, your brothers, your
Man,
sisters, whoever it is. Like you have to maintain the universe that you created for yourself, the people around you. Like that's your world. That's your constellation. That's everything for you. You understand?
that's why
That's your
everybody's
solar
so damn
system.
Man, that's why everybody's so fucked up now. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, trying to impress the next person, doing this not for yourself, but for somebody else. And really, that's not what you were supposed to be doing. So now you stressed out, you got anxiety, you depressed,
There it
you going
is.
through all these different things because you doing something that you was never supposed to do from the rip. You know what I'm saying?
There
But
it
you're
is.
choosing to do it because of somebody else outside of yourself. Like, nah, that's not the way to do it. Like, and the moment you start doing stuff for yourself, everything's gonna start aligning the way that it's supposed to align. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's real.
You're not built to do it for nobody else because once you start submitting to the will of other people, you are no longer who you're supposed to be,
Yep.
right? Your music
Exactly.
is authentic to you because of who
That's a
you
fact.
are and how you're able to create.
Yep.
That's what you do. That I can't do that. I can mimic it or try to.
Yep.
I can try to do whatever it is that you do on the bass or the same way they had what they call uh when they're doing I forgot what they call them when the musicians are getting together and they're just
Mm.
going over they're rehearsing other people's music and everything.
Oh,
I forgot
yeah.
what you call it, but when they're doing that, that's them showing love, but they didn't create it. So the original person
Yeah.
that did that, they're saying, "Yo, we salute you and we give homage to you because you dope at what you did, and we just want to make sure that we spread the love because that was
Hmm.
dope." You
Yeah.
understand what I'm saying? So for me, self-made, I appreciate you
Hey,
for what you
likewise,
do because
brother.
I can't do what you can do. And when I was
Likewise.
scrolling and I heard it, I was like, "Oh, let me go ahead and check them out."
Yep. Yep. That's what it's about, man. And like I said, likewise, brother. Like I appreciate what you do. Appreciate you for having me on, and you know what I
Yes,
mean,
sir.
being able to have this dialogue. And
Yeah,
because somebody gonna watch it and it's gonna hit them a certain way that might change their whole outlook on a lot of things. You know
for
what I mean?
sure.
Like, that's why me and my other brother had the podcast because it's the same. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? Uh,
Everywhere.
yeah. So yeah, bro, I appreciate you. Have you just curious? Have you heard of Restream?
Restream. No, I can't say I have.
So the only reason why I think is pretty dope is because if you do plan on going live,
Hmm.
you can stream to multiple platforms at the same time. You know
Word.
what I mean? Yeah. So you could be on you'll be on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, whatever platform you got, you could stream all at the same time. So now, through the restream, if somebody comments through YouTube, you're gonna see it. If somebody comments through Facebook, you're gonna see it. So it's a good way to just reach, a broader spectrum of people who may not have this platform or may not have this platform.
I love
Um,
that, bro. I'm gonna lock that in.
yeah,
And
man,
I'm gonna
definitely.
look into doing that so I can start doing more episodes live, whether it's the sports that we do or when I start back doing these with more artists because I'm trying to lock in and get more artists done. Bro, this is my seventh season. I just started it.
Dang. Yeah,
This is my
I
seventh
went through the
season.
YouTube. I was like, he got over 1,000 videos.
Yeah.
Said
I would have more, bro. I would have
that's crazy.
more videos than what you see on there if
Yeah,
I hadn't gotten distracted and if I sat here and just been locked down and did like 15, 20, 25 to 30 videos, 30 seconds to a minute and 30 seconds for each episode that I didn't do it for, bro.
yeah,
I
yeah,
got I have 200 episodes and like half of those don't even have
yeah.
clips
That
for
hey,
them. You
yeah.
understand what I'm saying?
I feel you. That's where it's like that the post game, like after the show, you
Yeah.
know, that was our thing too with our podcast. Is like we do the show and that was it, but like we'd have viral clips that we not clipping because we got to go back
Facts.
through the whole
Facts.
video and chop it, and you know what I'm saying. Towards the end, I kind of started getting more hit to like the AI chop, like because they got some shit, man. You could just put the whole video in the AI software and
Yeah.
it'll chop the videos up for you. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll
So they
do
got
it.
a lot of different stuff out there now, especially just as this,
Yeah.
continues.
Yeah, it's
But
getting
but
it's
you
getting
doing it,
crazy out
bro.
here.
Like you
Yeah.
doing it.
I
That's
appreciate that. I appreciate that. And the other part of it was, man, like I was doing it, and let me say this, me and the homie, we this is year 6 or 7 or whatever. I've been doing it.
yeah,
We talked about doing this before podcasts even became a thing.
yeah, for reals.
But listen, here's the thing. We doing so much music at the time, we wasn't giving a fuck.
Yeah,
And when we doing the music, like I'm traveling, I'm trying to go out of town and
yeah,
introduce our music wherever I go, wherever I lie, wherever I lay my head. I'm trying to spread the music that we doing everywhere, bro.
yeah,
Everywhere we go. I'm trying to do interviews on the radio. I'm trying to do everything I can to push the music itself.
yeah.
You
I feel
understand?
that.
So and then they start moving around. They got shit going on. These are family men. They got wives. One has a
Yeah,
wife. The other one got a wife and kids at the time. Like
yeah,
they have lives. So it was just too much going on. He was like, "Yo, we gotta do the podcast. We gotta do." So I said, "Well, let's lock in, my nigga, and let's do it." He said, "All
yeah.
right, let's lock in and let's do it." I'm like, "All right, start that shit off though, cause
Right, right.
apparently you know something I don't about this shit."
Yeah,
And he's like, "Man, shit, I know what you know." I was like, "All right." COVID happened. I said, I'm gonna just try this shit out.
yeah, yeah.
Full-time
Got to start
job.
somewhere.
I'm gonna just jump in and just try this shit out. And then I was
Yeah.
listening to, cause Joe Rogan podcast, all of a sudden it started showing up on my feed a lot.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I just started listening to what he was saying. He's like, he said, everybody thinks that I woke up one day and I had millions of followers and I started making all this money and shit off a podcast. He's like, I didn't, stupid. He was like, it was just me and a few of my friends sitting around talking in the same damn room that we've been talking in for the longest. And
Yeah.
as we talked, I started having other guests and other people on and just grew. And it became a cult thing where people wanted to hear me talk. He said, people
Yeah.
forget I'm a comedian. I got people coming on my podcast from the comedian world. Hey, I also fight. I used to be a
Yeah.
fighter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look how many people are coming on Joe Rogan's podcast from the UFC or the martial arts world. So he has this wide variety of people that's coming on this podcast, and it made him interesting. And not only did it make it interesting, Joe Rogan is a reader, so he started reading or listening to things that piqued
Hmm.
his interest, aliens and everything else, the same stuff that I was already into. I'm like, oh, this is the
Hmm.
same shit that me and Six was already talking about, bro.
Yep.
He was just on it at the time. Like that's the only thing that happened. He just got on it early on, and it benefited him. Now Spotify gave him a deal, 100 million, $200 million or whatever it is, and that shit took off. But bro, you
Yeah.
got to. The reason why I do it is because when I talk to guys like you or everybody else, bro, everything that I need to hear from y'all is in there when I'm hearing it. I'm not gonna say what it is, but if you don't hear it, you don't hear it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Man, I'm learning a lot about it too. You know what I mean? Just as far as not even when it comes to the podcast, but just consistency. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Like
There
staying
you go.
consistent with it and constantly just pushing it. that the aspect I lacked was the promoting afterwards.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Um, but that's the thing. It's like when you really believe in yourself and and you really know like, man, this is I'm finna do it and this is what I'm finna do. It's like, why
yep,
not go all, why not go
yep,
all the way in if you really gonna do it? Or else what's the
100%.
point of doing it?
There
You
you
know what I'm
go.
saying? So um yeah, bro, like you already doing it. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
yeah.
all you can
I'm
do is
two
keep
hundred.
taking steps.
I'm 200 plus episodes in.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like I don't know what else to
Crazy.
tell you. I don't have boxes on my podcast. I've had let me ask you. You ever heard of a guy named Derek Bailey?
Derek Bailey. Nah, no. Where he
Derek.
from? Where from?
So Derek Bailey is from Louisiana. He resides currently in Atlanta. He's the
Okay.
only black man, as far as I know, who invented his own battery operated car.
Oh, snaps. Okay.
I interviewed this guy. This guy.
Wow.
I have his phone number.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
can reach out to him and talk to him and ask him questions about, hey, if can I get you on another interview or hey, do people ever call you crazy? And he's like, dude, just keep going, man. Don't even worry about what people say. Just keep going.
You gotta keep going. Cause it ain't like at the end of the day, it's for you. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
Like
they only call you crazy when you know what you're doing.
exactly.
If you don't do what you're supposed to do, they're gonna call you a fool for not doing it.
Yep. Yep. That's the thing is if you walking, you're already walking, you're already doing it. You know what I mean? And that's the biggest thing for real, for real. It's just you're gonna get your break gonna happen when it's supposed to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't even worried about it, brother. I just
That's
enjoy doing this and talking to the young brothers and the sisters out there and getting their opinion on life and success in their
yeah,
own lane on their own time. You understand
yep,
what I'm saying, bro? There's so much more for you to conquer and expand to and see out here.
yeah,
You just cracked it. You might have the universe might have said, man, you just cracked the egg, bro.
man, for
You just
real.
started making an omelet. You ain't even got. I just gave you the eggs and the cheese, bro. You ain't even got your
You got
broccoli or
the
your
seasoning.
spinach.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah. I ain't even showed you how good this chicken or this steak is that's gonna be in here once we get this. Once I get this to you. You understand what I'm saying? So,
yep.
man, we gonna be all right, man. Life is good, and life is gonna continue to be good to us, man. We gonna continue to strive for the best things that we can, and we gonna keep on living our lives the way that we need to, man.
That's a
God will take care of us, and we will take care of ourselves, bro. As far as your music, name 5 producers that you would like to work with.
like I
All
said,
right,
man.
I'll say it
Uh,
again. Name 5 producers that you would like to work with, dead or alive, future, present, past, whatever it may be.
gotta be Dr. Dre, man. Like I said, um, I really do mess with Kalen Ellis. I gotta throw him in there. Um, man, Mad Keys, Evil Needle.
Hmm.
Um, uh, I gotta throw Chromanichi in there. Yeah, that'll be my top five.
That's 5 right there, bro.
Yeah,
That's 5,
yeah.
and you did that without saying DJ Quick. I don't even know if I should be okay with this list. I don't know how. I
See,
don't even
that's
know
what
how
I
to
said. Like
feel.
that it's I don't know. It's a see like Robert Glasper.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's a lot. That's
yeah.
what I
It's a
said. It's
lot.
too.
It's a
It's a
lot.
lot, man.
It's
It's
a
a lot.
lot. Shout out
Uh,
to Robert Glasper.
Shout out to Robert Glasper,
Mm-hmm.
man.
God bless DJ
Drumheads. You know
Quick.
what I
Yep.
mean? Like
Mm-hmm.
it's so many talented people, bro. I would want to work with everybody for reals. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? Because I learned so much for those cats. Um, like I don't I don't play the piano traditionally. So
Okay.
if people ever watch me, like my fingers might not be in the right place, but I'm gonna
Mm.
still hit the note though. I'm gonna
Yeah,
still
you
hit
gonna
the
get it.
chord. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. You can figure that
Uh,
out.
but it'd be aspects like that that I'm like, man, okay, if I could, you know what I'm saying, get a little bit more traditional, but at the same time, it's like if it work, it work.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I'm kind of, stepping more into, like, especially when it comes to like the world of jazz. Like there was always like you got to do jazz this way, kind of a synopsis. You know what
No,
I'm saying?
sir. There is no way to do jazz.
But
There's
there
a
is no way to do jazz.
mm-mm.
Like the fact that it changes over time and metamorphosizes in so many different ways, it's like that's the dope aspect of just music in general. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
There's
not
a
not
baseline to jazz, but after that, you're
you
creating a
just going.
rhythm. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the beautiful part of just music in general, like stepping into that, like not having no quote unquote structure, but the structure forms itself as you
Mm-hmm.
just flowing. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I mean? So that's really kind of like been my place as of late, is just I'm just flowing.
Yeah,
I don't have no, oh, I want to make this type of beat or this type of beat or this. No, I'm just hitting notes, and as it forms itself, you know what I mean?
yeah.
I'm just going with the flow.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Um,
sir. Yes,
so
sir.
yeah, man.
All right. Next question. Are
Yeah.
there 5 R&B artists that you would like to work with?
Mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You say five.
Yes, sir.
I'm
5
so
R&B
off
artists.
the rip. I'm thinking based off of just my sound. I'm thinking Erica Badu, Jill
Mm.
Scott.
Mm.
Um, man,
Who else in there?
India, Irie. Who else? Like they got.
Mm.
It's a lot, man. Like I don't even know if it'll fit some Sade. Um,
Oh, that's wicked right there. That's
that's
wicked.
crazy.
Yeah.
Um,
You got one more spot, brother.
I don't know. It's a lot.
Okay.
Um,
You want to leave it at 4? Or you got somebody else that's going to round it out for you?
like man, it's that neo soul type of vibe. What's
You want to call in Angie Stone?
ooh,
Kelly Price?
Angie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Layla Hathaway. Oh man.
Now you can remember him now. All of a sudden, he can remember him. Yeah. You just need a little pick
Yeah.
me up. That's all. You need a
Uh-huh.
little pick me up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. With the vocals for reals,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
I'd probably go with Layla. Um, yeah, I'll keep it at that. But it's man, like I said, it's there's a lot.
Yes, there are.
There's
Yes,
a,
there
there's a
is.
lot, man.
There is. There is,
Uh,
bro.
yeah,
Look at you. You still think about it.
I know,
You
bro.
ready to put
It's still
you
many.
ready to get
It's
the tracks together
right. I'm
and
gonna
start
start
sending out.
sending them off.
Yeah. You about to start. Hey man, I got something you might want to. There you go.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, that man want to get busy. Yeah. He ready to start working with the greats. There you go. Hey,
Man,
you never know. You might get a call back. You never know. We
never
live in
know.
that era. We live in that era now. It's easier to communicate with people now. You understand
That's
me?
true.
So,
That's true.
hey, you
You don't
never
know who's
know.
who's watching. You don't know who's
Mm.
checking your stuff out. None of that.
Hey, I'm not gonna do this whole name thing, but you spoke on somebody earlier from the Isley brothers.
Yeah.
That may be somebody that's watching us when we put certain stuff out. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
just never know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
saying
I
that.
was.
Not trying to be one of those guys, because I don't like to name flip and name call and do all that type of stuff. That's not my thing. But
Yeah.
hey, man, you never know who might be in your network.
You never know.
You just
That'd be
never
dope.
know.
That'd be what? That'd be crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, man. Like, what you saying? Yeah, you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Even with this show, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you never know who's watching and the influence. It could be one person that you influence, but they influence, might be crazy. You know what I'm saying? So in a sense, just off of your what you're doing,
Yeah.
you could be influencing like, an infinite amount of numbers
I
just
hope
off of
so.
one person watching. You know what
I
I'm
hope
saying? Like
so.
that ripple effect, man.
Yep.
Like it's real.
Yep.
You never know.
Yep. Salute to that.
Yeah.
Any questions you want to ask me?
And so you say you did some music, right?
Yeah, on the hip hop side for sure.
Okay. Okay.
Yep.
Rapping.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to check some of your stuff out, man.
Yeah.
Um,
It's there. It ain't going nowhere. Once you upload that shit, you can't take that shit
can't
down,
take it
man.
down. Right.
Even if you delete it, it floats out there for a long time unless you get on there and you get some people that can scrub it up out the internet. So anything that I put out is out there, whether I like it or not. Um,
Yeah.
my
You still
producers,
you
my
nah,
producers
go
have
ahead, my bad.
remixed things. They have taken verses that I haven't used at whatever many songs that I've done. They've used them for whatever.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. All they do is run it past me and say, "Yeah, can we use this?" Well, yeah, go ahead, go ahead. Just don't let me get ate up on no track. That's
Yeah,
all
that's
I ask. Don't let me look bad, man. Don't let me
I
look
feel that.
bad. Don't let the gang look bad, man.
Yep.
You know.
You so
So
you still in the booth or
I would love to. I just been working, but bro,
I
if you
see. I
need me
see.
to, let me
Okay.
power up. You know what I'm saying? Let me
Right,
power
right,
up.
right,
When I mean
right.
power up, I ain't talking about cocaine or nothing. Let me
Right,
just sit
right.
with them joints for a little bit and let me walk around. Let me go take a Uber from here to Wisconsin or something like that, or get on the red line or
Crazy.
the brown line and just sit with them joints for a little bit. Let me stir up and let me cook. And
Okay.
when you go in there and check the kid out, you'll see.
Yeah, I'm for sure gonna check.
You'll
I'm gonna
see.
tap in for sure.
Yeah, look, I'm not a braggadocious, boastful person unless I have to be. But it's one of
Yeah.
those things where if I have to punch you in your face, I'll punch you in your face.
Right. Right,
Yeah,
right, right.
no hesitation. You'll get punched in the face when I start doing that. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah,
Okay. Yeah, no,
yeah.
I'm gonna definitely tap in, man. It's see what's up, man. If I get some joints, you know what I mean, that I feel like fit the style, man. It's on and popping.
Yes,
You know what
sir.
I mean? It's on
Yes,
and
sir.
popping,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm here. I'll just say it that way. I'm
man.
here for you, brother. I'm
Okay.
here for you if you
Yep.
need me. All right.
All right.
Uh, Once again, I want to promote the name
Fruit
of it.
don't fall far from the tree, man. Drop today. The 26th is out on all platforms. Go stream it, run it up, whatever. You know what I mean? Let me know. Hit me in the comments, the DMs. Let me
Hmm.
know what's your favorite track, which ones you don't like, whatever. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Like,
Yes, sir. Everybody go
I
support that.
appreciate it.
Go support that project. Fruit don't fall far from the tree. It's a,
Yes,
a
sir.
project between him and his father. How many songs?
It's 6 tracks.
6 tracks. So
Yeah,
y'all be done took a piss and wiped your ass and heard everything if you just sit down and shut the fuck up and listen to it. All right.
it's a fact.
Yeah. So we gonna leave it at that. And I'm gonna say it like this. Remember the mission statement when you're striving for greatness. God never puts you in the driver's seat if it's taken. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest today was self-made. I
Thanks for
appreciate you
having me,
jumping on
brother.
here. Yes, sir. I
Thank you.
appreciate you as well. Ladies and gentlemen,
Sir.
we are done here. Have a good night and God bless.